From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Highmark Stadium, just south of downtown Buffalo. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Indianapolis Colts and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Carry by Taylor to start the drive. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Murray now. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Murray. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing on first down is Murray. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. He's got room at the 30, down to the 10. Touchdown, Colts! For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Right side, Davis. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. On first down, it's Graham. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Bills at 2 and 3 here to begin the new season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble. And now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 41-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Play action. Now it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. And this looks like a roughing call. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Graham. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing on 2nd down. Allen. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Pulls it in at the 13. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Murray's throw pulled in by Marshall. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An awful lot lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a Colts first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards that time. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal. Now Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Kyler Murray with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
From the 29, Allen. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's 21-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
From the 30 on second down. Allen eluding the pressure right. And Diggs has it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he is going to have a Bills first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now is Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Davis. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Coltsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now Murray off play action. He'll let it go deep for Freeman. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he is going to lose yardage here. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll try and run right on the option. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Colts continue to pull away here in this first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and the route is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Colts are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's taken on the 25. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Third down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game. Allen now looks to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Here's Allen to throw it. It's caught by Davis. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Colts are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen finding Tolbert here over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On first down, Allen finding Knox there, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. From the 38, Allen. And left side here, it's Graham. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the option, here's Taylor. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's Murray. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move.
And now here's another interception. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And Cook has it, left side. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And my goodness, another interception. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Murray now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Yeah, this is going to be touchdown, but what a gift here. That's going to set the return team up in the red zone already. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 46 yards on the ground for him so far.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Tommy Tremble from 3 yards out. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From the 38, Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And now here is another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Wait a second. They declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Taking it about the 16. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Allen from the gun on third down. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he is going to have a Bills first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll run on first down. Graham to about the 35, second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. To the air, Allen. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
56.
To throw, it's Allen. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they look to finish strong in this fourth quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. 74 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a first and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Colts send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Colts, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And